Fuck that story, man. That was one of the first Fleshkit stories I read. I hate it mostly because it reminds me of an experience I had once when I was young. Be me. Walking down the road to Grammy's to walk her retard dog. Grandma lives at the end of the street. Not very far, but it's a few blocks. One section of the street has no lights other than dinky yard lights people have out front. Very dark, around 8 p.m. Winter time, so it's just beginning to frost. Walking past a house in a wooded area. Neighbor has a pavilion garage with no lights around the house. Under the pavilion is pitch black. It looks like a black void under a roof. Always have some terrible feeling walking past it. Always hate it. Living in the woods we get a lot of foxes and other critters. Often hear noises in that yard, and only that yard. Dismiss it as foxes being weird every time. Get to Grandma's house. Pitch black as it is every night she's gone. I have a dozen stories I could tell about this house take. Tart out for a walk around the neighborhood, past that house. Dog stops dead in its tracks staring at the garage. Dog just keeps staring at the void. Won't move. Feel cold. Quietly force dog to move, he does rather slowly, basically letting himself get dragged. Eyes locked on the void. Hear rustling in the bushes on the opposite of the house. Direction we were walking. Trees separating the properties begin shaking hard. Jog home with dog who tries to stop and piss every 2 seconds because he's retarded. Get to Graham's house, lock doors. Tard dog goes to the back door. Starts baring his teeth. Growls. Starts barking. Eventually gets furious and starts going fully berserk. Never seen him this loud or angry. Tell myself he'll be fine. Step outside. Dog still going nuts at the back door. Lock up. Sprint home. Lock house door, turn off the lights and hide upstairs the rest of the night. I still hate walking by that house. Whole neighborhood's fucked though. Be me. 8-year-old lad whose family just had plush new carpet installed in the living room. Love the friction burn I get from pushing my neck up and down against the carpet bristles for some reason. Literally stay up late to play with carpet. Slip out of the bedroom and down the hall to mess around in the carpet after midnight. Lay down on my back, push myself with my feet up and down, so it feels like I'm sliding around the floor. I feel something start pulling me towards the kitchen, but I don't freak out for some reason. Pitch black, can't turn the lights on for fear of waking parents. I'm suddenly awash in warm, comforting energy as I feel myself getting slowly dragged over the velvety carpeting, whisper out loud to do it again. Repeat 10x creep back to my room after because I can't be caught out of bed, even though I really wanted to stay and keep being dragged around. The next few nights proceed similarly, but after a while, whatever is pulling me by the ankles becomes prone to yanking me or will pick up the pace and start whipping me around over the carpet. Weirdly, I have to get up and lay back down, or else I keep getting pulled away from the living room. Still have not seen whatever I'm playing with. Still fun, with that strange comforting numbness clouding my brain every time we play. Becomes routine. The last night I did this, I was dragged around in a circle 2x before I got wrenched forward so hard that I flew off the ground. Realize I'm being pulled in the direction of the garage door. Look up and for the first time I get a glimpse at my playmate. I only see 2 green-gray eyes, look like they were made out of glow-in-the-dark material. Start getting tugged even more violently in the direction of the garage. Sit up and start running, the weird feeling of safety replaced with rage, not my own. Woke up with claw marks on my ankles, never played again. Only saw him one more time in my doorway, he was upset I didn't want to play. 8 I got one. Be me, 16 years old. Chilling in bed. Currently midnight. Moon is full, shines through the curtains. Across the wall I see a shadow of a cloaked figure holding a scythe. I freak the fuck out. The being is composed entirely of shadow. It starts moving towards me. Fuck this, I don't have time for this, I need sleep. I close my eyes. I can still see it. I open my eyes, it's still there. I close my eyes as tight as I can, and it's still visible. I turn my head the other way and it's still visible. It looks at me curiously. I instantly fall asleep. All my dreams that night are composed of horrific images of gore and torture, while that shadow being lurks in the background. My dreams are usually weird but are never gory. When I wake in the morning I'm extremely alarmed by how utterly graphic my dreams were and left wondering WTF happened last night. 1.Be me, workin' it and get a job at DIA early 2019. Have full security since I didn't need to go everywhere, I had a purple badge for those in the know. Been working there a few months, doing a Windows 10 refresh since they were still on Windows 8 at the time. Me and a co-worker were working on a project and going to where we had to do the job. The escalators to downstairs where people got on one of the trains that transport people Theo the tunnels between concourses was shut down for construction, and if we didn't go that way where there was construction, we would have had to go around and took an extra 15 to 20 min. Take an elevator down since we had the full security badge. Down there are lots of people dressed as construction workers standing around. I say dressed as construction workers because they did not look like laborers, they were too clean cut and just wore the uniforms. They immediately told us to leave, very serious. We said we worked there and had clearance, just trying to pass through to the other side of the concourse. They repeated we had to leave more firmly, kinda freaked us out. No visible tools or construction equipment. We left and went around. Told our boss around it jokingly and he was serious quiet and said to leave them alone. A few days later they were gone, nothing seemed to have been done with the construction. Anon, I'm going to use your thread to ask a question too. Be me, 3 years ago. Really like this girl, let's call her Jessica. Edgy retard at the time. I will ask the devil. Mutter to myself in my room one day. Devil, please make Jessica love me, I will give you anything, bye. Kinda forgot about it. Stop talking to Jessica. FFW 3 years. Now a good Christian boy, love God, he helps me a lot. Start talking to Jessica again. We start getting closer. She confesses her feelings for me. Now have the chance to be her boyfriend. Remember asking the devil for this. Freak out. Don't know what to do. Guys help. Did that really work? Will I upset God if I date her? Can I apologize and have his blessing on this relationship? This just happened to me or whatever. Be me, big dick goth boy. Throwing away shit while blasting goth music at 6 p.m. because Murica. On my knees just throwing away shit and making sure nothing important is being thrown out. After a while it becomes dark and shit. As I am throwing away shit I feel like I'm being stared at. Mind you, I have very fucking nosy ass neighbors that have no fucking life other than being obnoxious dickheads. When it got darker I proceeded to call it a night and go back inside. Message my mom. Soon after I warm up some menudo. As I am waiting for the menudo to warm up, I forgot to take the trash in and take it out to the front of the house because the trash bins are in the front or whatever. Just then I hear loud rustling. I freak the fuck out and run to the back door. As I am catching my breath I proceed to open the door and flip off whatever was chasing me. Feeling as if flipping it off was not much I flipped it off twice. So what was it X? A rake, a raped dwarf, or a fucking skinwalker? All I know is that whatever that was out there hates goth music. Be me. Buy a big tub, fill it with water in wintertime. Home alone. Decide to do a couple of rounds of breathing. Go outside to the tub. Keep doing breathing intensively. Strip clothes. Keep doing breathing intensively. Ready to step in the tub. Faint. Get conscious again with bloody knees and elbows. Painful muscles because went full split. Look at the tub, realize I could have drowned. Sell tub. A fun one not related to X stuff. Be me, late 2016. Working for Geek Squad. Go to install a big ass TV at a client's house. He's an old dude, very blue collar, but in a very swanky newborn. We get to talking, and he said he used to work as a baggage handler at DIA. He was going to assist on a flight that was delayed, went to the front door and opened it, and was going to tell people they could leave. Woman angrily rushes past him, her luggage on wheels slams into his knee and shatters it. It's Hillary Clinton's aide campaign manager or something. She doesn't even stop to look at him as he screwed in pain, keeps going. He gets paid out like hundreds of thousands of dollars settlement. Clinton loses a few months later. She was rushing on her E to lose. Me and old man share a laugh about that one. Another story. Actually kinda creepy. Be me, doing my job as usual. Working the late shift to support asshole pilots if they don't know how to use their iPad. Our office is in Concourse A, but we use golf carts to go between the concourses, and B which are across a field from each other, and C which is separate from the others. Get a call to go to Concourse C for some bullshit. Drive through the tunnels in a fully charged golf cart. Halfway through, my cart dies, stranding me in the middle of the tunnels at night. There are no other vehicles transporting baggage or anything, very uncommon. I walk around to try to find an outlet to charge my cart. See what looks to be some kind of passage, I assume it is for storage or something, go to check it out to try to find the outlet. Get a weird feeling like I'm being watched, creeper out, so I go back to my cart and radio for help to get picked up. My boss seemed worried, and he and another higher up came and picked me up right away. Leaving the dead cart behind. Oddly silent on the way back, they are usually pretty chill and cool to joke around. Try to find the passage later and can't. If there was one common thread, I feel like some of the higher ups knew some stuff about that place that they kept pretty close to the vest.